Alright, I'm finally back. Took a little longer than expected, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, I'm here now. So let's get back into it, shall we? Hi everybody. So we're gonna finish up, we're gonna tie up some loose ends with Ciela, and after that we're going straight into the Alliance raids for Shadowbringers. So I'm going back to my original character for this one. Well, the original version, my main version, basically, of this character. Because we definitely have to do the Alliance raids New Game Plus for these ones in particular, because, well, I mean, without spoiling it, basically, the ending portion of the storyline for these Alliance raids requires you to do a repeatable weekly quest. A weekly repeatable quest. And there's no way around it. You literally have to do the quest, then wait an entire week before you can do the next one and continue the story that way, and there's like 6 of them. So, if you do it, when you do it New Game, you know, the first time around, you have no choice but to basically, like, no matter how fast you get through the rest of it, the ending of the storyline will take you 6 weeks whether you like it or not. And that's assuming you don't forget. If you forget to do a quest on a certain week and you reach Tuesday, the reset day, you're fucked. When you do it, you'll have to wait till the next week to do the next one. It's really fucking annoying. I don't know why they did that with this particular Alliance raid quest line. It really soured a lot of people, honestly. Including me. I was like, Jesus, why do I have to? Because you can't even unlock New Game Plus mode for this story until you do that. So you have to finish the whole storyline, including those 6 weekly repeatable quests. So, no matter what, if you want to get New Game Plus mode for this Alliance raid series, it's gonna take you 6 weeks, which is a very long time. So yeah, we're doing this New Game Plus mode because from what I saw online, when you do it again through New Game Plus, you don't have to wait 1 week per quest when you get to that point in the story where you have to do that. You don't have to wait. You can just do all those last few quests to finish up the story all in a row. Thank God. So yeah, I'm not doing those on the other version of Leon that hasn't even done the Alliance raid quests at all. We're doing an all New Game Plus mode, baby. Oh, speaking of, go ahead and activate it. The second half of the Roll Master Quest, essentially. They're called The Void Calls. Starts with a quest called The Hero's Journey with Ciela. Yep, there she is. Alright. Thought my volume was kind of low. What's up, Ciela? The Hero's Journey. Ciela's not finished with you yet. Yet. Seeing the lot of you together like that, it reminds me of the old days. Ardbert and the rest drinking and bickering and laughing. Drove each other half mad at times, but there was never any question of who'd be there when times got tough. Can't help but wonder, can I? If I'd had companions like that back home, could it have been saved? I'm not the only one who tried, though each of us stood alone. There was Unukalai. That nigh unpronounceable name sounds familiar. That's a comedic name. Or that's a comedic answer, I like it. I'll tell the truth though. We've met. He was working with Elidibus at the time. You know him, huh? Yes. He too was one would-be savior of the 13th and was spared his fated demise by Asian devices. We spoke once after the destruction of our world. If the others could be saved, we thought we yet had parts to play. What's he up to now that Elidibus is gone, though? I have no idea. Has he found himself a new role, as I have? Or does he feel as adrift as we were back then? If you encounter him in the source, I ask that you help him find a way forward, just as you have helped all of us here. Okay, will do. Obviously, the boy can't take up work in a tavern, but there must be some means to start him toward a new role. Well, I'll go talk to him. I'm sure he'll find it quite refreshing to hear from you after however long it's been since you guys last talked. A fellow survivor of the 13th? New Game Plus mode does not affect this place. Unless, you know, the questline you're doing directly interacts with it, I guess. That's one way of putting it. Nikolai? Well met, Leon. What brings you here today? Well, I met one of your friends, a fellow survivor, named of Ciela. Urianger did apprise me of your travels in the first, and of what became of Elidibus at long last. But I was not aware that you were working with Silva. Yeah. She goes by a different name now, but yeah. I consider her a comrade of sorts, though our time together was short. Looking upon the twisted remains of the world you tried to save creates a bond that few can understand. At that time, we spoke of what we could hope to achieve with our newfound immortality, and of our regrets. Though I then believed what had happened to be natural, Dude, I'm trying to read too fast. Though I then believed what had happened to be the natural result of my age and inexperience, I now think this was merely the least painful explanation I could offer myself. Silva is right. We ought to have sought each other out before it was too late. I would not make the same mistake again. With the Warring Triad gone, I am indeed in need of a new purpose. But to seek it alone is folly. I should like to speak with Silva, assuming such a thing is possible. As I mentioned, she understands how I feel more than any other. Let's freak him out. Of course, all I require is your soul. Oh shit, that's loud. Hope you guys didn't hear an echo. You speak of the spirit vessel, correct? The means by which the sounds return to the source. If I understand the principles at work correctly, then it was a near miracle that you succeeded in bringing them back without killing them. Yeah, that's what Beck Luck basically said in different words. So, when I played that sound effect, dude, I just pictured somebody having their soul, like, extracted from them, like, what's his name from Mortal Kombat? The dude who would steal people's souls after he defeated them. If Elidibus is to be believed, however, my current state makes me something of an exception in matters of life and death. Really? Why's that? In which case, there is naught to be lost from making the attempt. Please say you'll help. Okay, sure. What's he talking about, though? What did Elidibus say that makes him think he would run no risk of dying? I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Just to be funny. We need an expert in spirit vessels. Stop, Oriander. Pray forgive the delay. Thou didst seek my counsel? Yeah. This guy wants to go to the first. Aye, the gifts granted young Anukalai by Hydaelyn and the Asians may prove a boon in easing the transition. Oh, that's all he meant? Okay. However, I know not to what extent, nor what might befall thy spirit should it be lost betwixt worlds. You mean like what happened to Tainer? Kind of? False alarm. Nevertheless, I know that this is my path forward. Please, Orianger. Very well. If thou believest that thou shalt find new purpose in the first, I will do all in my power to see thee safely there. Excuse me. We shall be but a few moments. Mayhap a worthy tome might keep thee occupied whilst I perform the necessary magics? Sure. I got a good tome right here. I just swiped in. a decent spot. A long ass wait. Been done. Pray guard his vessel well. Alright. Unukalai is as I and the other Scions were on the first. A soul with form, yet no true body. Thus, 'twas a simple matter to transfer him to the vessel using the self-same process as before. Oh, that's why there's less risk of him dying. That makes sense. Because we're not transferring him to another body that may or may not reject his soul. It's just him. We're transporting him because he's just a soul. With no actual body. I never knew that about him when we first met in Heavensward, but okay. To withdraw his essence once across the rift ought to prove similarly straightforward. However, I fear that such an existence cannot sustain itself indefinitely. Look to the Asian's example. The persistent use of flesh and blood vessels surely hath pause. I was always wondering why they always did that, yeah. Be it danger akin to that which would have befallen us, had we not returned to the source, I know not. But the time may come when the boy requireth a fully corporeal form. Should this come to pass, I trust that thou shalt come to his aid. I'll do what I can. For the moment, however, thou needst only convey the spirit vessel to Becklug. Farewell. Both of thee. See you when I get back, buddy. The nucleized spirit vessel. Let's not tell anyone else about this, lest you suddenly find yourself everyone's first choice in interworld ferry services. Oh, you know what? I forgot to read the description on Rahatias before we came back to the source with everybody. Before we finished Shadowbringers, basically. Or, like, the true ending portion, 5.3. I should have read the description for it. Dang. Missed opportunity. I ain't about to New Game Plus, like, all of 5.0 or all of 5.1 to 5.3 just to see that, though. No, thank you. Alright, I could have just fucking teleported. What the fuck am I doing? Going the long way over here. What the? Found it. There. A lady. Hey, Beckla. Morning. Guess I can't talk to him. Back again, are you? I'm flattered that you've grown so fond of Norbrand. Or I would be, but you have that expression you lot always wear when you're about to ask me for something. Ah, starting to sound like Master Matoya already. Well, I guess they are kind of cut from the same cloth, but Beckla's a little nicer. You did what? After all of the perils your friends faced and the labors we undertook to return them to your world, you brought another soul across the rift? Have you no common sense? It's fine. Just work your magics, whichever. There had better be a very compelling reason for all of this, whelp. Removing spirit from vessel will be easy enough, I suppose. However, it requires a few moments without your breathing down my neck. Also, your friend is unlikely to materialize with clothes on, so I doubt they'll want an audience. You should wait here. Perhaps take the opportunity for some self-reflection. Okay. Oh, very well. At least I tried. We'll find you at the Wandering Stairs directly, then. Yeah, I'm kind of a robot. I don't really have anything to entertain myself with if I'm not helping people out, I guess. If you've no inclination to explain yourself further, be gone with you. I think they're mad. They're a little mad. Hey, Fiala. You want me to speak with someone? Very well. You've done the same at my request often enough. I may or may not have a surprise for you. How long are we meant to wait for this friend of yours? I do have work to do, you know. Ah, here you are. Pardon the delay. It took some time to acquire robes of an appropriate size. Is this them? Yeah, check this out.
Surprise, motherfucker!
That's some snazzy new clothing, holy shit. Silva!
Dylan!
What? Onukalai? Indeed it is I. Indeed it is I. I'm in one of those moods, I'm sorry, guys. It is I, trust me. I can hardly believe that I'm here myself. I should think so. When I sent Leon to ask after you, it never occurred to me that you might be able to cross the rift without asking your name. Yeah, maybe I should have told you that part. Lost your taste for subterfuge, I see. No mysterious mask anymore? My choices and my reasons are my own now. You're not being influenced by Asians. If I am to have faith in them, in myself, I cannot hide who I am. Right on, buddy. Speaking of which... Onukalai was kind enough to fill me in, unlike some, and I was interested to hear of an erstwhile hero of the 13th serving libations at the Wandering Stairs. But that this hero should be you surpasses the scope of even my considerable imaginings. It's like, unlike some. Talking shit about me when I'm standing right here. Was that you at Grennis List? So long ago? Not so long to me. Or you, mayhap. Though I had thought I might at last put those days behind me. But perhaps this is for the best. They're not all bad memories. Remember that Silva is the one who was, under orders of Asians, she was the one causing all the trouble everywhere, that Ardbert and their friends were meant to, you know, resolve the problems she was secretly causing, so that they could become stronger and become warriors of light. One of those problems they caused was in where Beck Lug lives, so... They never are. I should very much like to hear your story, should you be willing to share it. Our world, like this one, had its share of would-be heroes, myself and Onukalai among them. Unlike your warriors of light, however, each was unaware of, or unconcerned with, our fellows. But to fight alone is to fall alone, and the insidious ether of the Arasites used to seal primals corrupted once noble souls and turned them one by one to darkness. Oh damn. That's not a good side effect of white Arasite. Even those who resisted this fate could not escape its consequences. No surprise, perhaps, as we continued to struggle in solitude. We were spared by Asian machinations, but only as our world met its death. But what if that death could be undone? I was told that much of the first was consumed by light as our home was by darkness. Yet balance and life are being restored to even that scoured land they call the empty. Oh yeah, I heard about that, did you? If such a thing is possible, then why not the reverse? Could we not bring light back to the 13th? Even the Asians considered the 13th lost. Thus was it excluded from the rejoining. But what say you? You have a way of making miracles happen. I mean, Gralhatia did do something the Asians could never do and never expected anyone could do, especially someone who was sundered. Time travel. That's why Emmett Silk was so interested in him. You can be pessimistic. The world of darkness was not in a state I'd consider salvageable. No, I'll be optimistic. Anything's possible. Like, I have been there before, and I fought the Cloud of Darkness and everything, but... That doesn't sound like an empty platitude coming from you. It was the same with Ardbert. Pardon the interruption, but might I suggest a closer examination of conditions on the 13th before we form any conclusions? For old time's sake. We could use the Crystal Tower to open a void gate, couldn't we? Please? Just your head? The Crystal Tower is not a toy, and you are not to use it to unleash great and terrible void scent upon this world. According to the records, there was a group who worked out how to open small void gates, through which to summon minor felled beasts and the like. Magics of that nature should work, though I am unsure if any with knowledge of the original technique yet live. Actually, there's one right over there, yeah, I know exactly. That sounds familiar, yeah. Tainer. You can do that. Ah, fortunate! Let us inquire with this Tainer immediately. Yes, you do that. In the meantime, I will ready a means for peering into the depths of the void without endangering ourselves. Use these to contact me when you've prepared to open the gate. Okay. Let me see. We shall at the very first opportunity, I promise. What a fascinating place to spend one's days. I should love to hear more about the patrons that have passed through. He really hasn't aced a day. Not that it should surprise me of all people, but... It should go without saying, but for Unukalai to be here, obviously you have to have also completed the Warring Triad from Post-Heaven's Word to do this. So that, along with the role quests and the master role quests. And 5.3 in this too, obviously. That dwarf can drink. I feel like there's an axe through my skull and she's completely fine. Yeah, you guys, you threw him back, but yeah, you were fucking out on the table when she was still like, totally fine. She can fucking drink. It's always a pleasure, Leon. What's up, Tanner? I'm. But who's your friend? I don't believe we've met. They both have purple eyes. We have not, as I'm not from this world. The situation is rather complicated, but I hope that you might be willing to assist me. Gotta explain everything. Him and Tainer are also like around the same age too. It is true that we had the means to open such portals. We call them hollows, and it was through one of these that I was drawn into the rift. I mean, Shinigamis or Soul Reapers? So it is possible. Wrong hollow, I know. Not with my power alone. I understand the greatness of your need. Yeah, the greatness of your need, and were Nilebert still at my side, I should be glad to make the attempt. But the technique required the combined force of our energies in resonance. If one person's magics are insufficient, perhaps I could assist. From what I can sense, our ethereal reserves are roughly equivalent, and our physical similarities suggest that our energies are not incompatible. Yeah, they are about the same size and age. I fear you underestimate the difficulty of the task. Albert and I were born for this, and even so, it took us years before our efforts were perfectly in step. Jesus. I realize that it's a lot to ask, considering that we've just met, but could we not at least attempt it? Yours is the only such magic I've ever heard of, and if we might actually be able to save my home... May I interject? What's up, Fiola? You will recall that the crystals in my possession preserve the memories of the former Warriors of Light, including Nilebert's, in ethereal form. Yeah? And Unukalai here has a particular talent for interpreting the minds and motives of ethereal beings, the primals. That's true. If I could apply the same principles to interpret Nilebert's crystal, well, they're onto something. An experiment worth trying at the least. I'll fetch it. There's Albert's. Speak to me, Nilebert. Do his memories of training with Tainer remain? They do. And such strong sentiment with them. Tainer, you should know that Nilebert desired nothing so much as to rescue you, his dearest friend. He held so fiercely to his memories of the technique you mastered together because he hoped that they might be your salvation. Oh, Nilebert. Yeah. You were his #1 homie, man. I won't let them go to waste. I will do what I can to help see the 13th restored. Thank you. I won't pretend I understand a half of what's going on here. Just keep them from running headlong into anything too dangerous, will you? Ha! Leave it to me, buddy. I got this. Nothing to worry about so long as you're around, I'm sure. Wicked White! I haven't heard that in a long time. I nearly forgot. I've half a dozen orders to fill. You know where to find me when you've made progress with the gate. See you later, Silva. Wicked White. I haven't heard that in ages, dude. 1 of 3 quests down. What's this? Oh, you can start it with either one of them. I did warn you. Oh, he reset to what he, you know. Oh, it's not to start the quest, it's to get relevant dialogue, I see, for what's happening now. I got you. The Nunukalai could stand to slow down a bit, but who hasn't been a touch reckless in pursuit of a good cause. Try to make sure he stays in one piece, eh? I know, Nunukalai's rushing through this, he's like, let's do this, let's do that, let's go! I can't blame him, he wants to save his home. We're ready when you are. Okay. Boys? Or should I say gentlemen? The Serig's here, at least. If you have no objection, Tainer, I would like to practice creating hollows as soon as possible. Of course, but not within the Crystarium. If we succeed in opening even the smallest window into that realm, it is likely that fell creatures will emerge. Follow me. Fell creatures, yeah. Yeah, 4 jobs actually a little closer. See you, Serig. Excuse me. There you are. Please, tell Tainer we can begin. Good thing. Tainer? Assuming no one ventures near, this location should be suitable. Nunukalai, when I give the word, begin channeling your ether. Nilebert's memories will have told you as much, but it is imperative that you maintain focus on our ethereal resonance throughout this process. With that in mind, Leon, I ask that you take care of any creatures that emerge from the hollow. They should not be of the strength to challenge you, and it will allow us to adjust our attunement without risk. Alright, yeah. I'll take care of it. I am a bodyguard for hire for a reason. Then let us begin. Come on. Flow where I tell you to. Let me attempt to match your focus. Wow, they did it. It opened. It's small, but enough to let something through. Be ready, Leon. Looks harmless enough to me. Let's take it down. Pull. All done. It has been quite a while since I opened a gate between worlds like this. But there are some things we never forget, aren't there? Right. Nuclei? You alright, buddy? Holy shit. Painter's like, just fine, and Nuclei's like, holy fuck. Took it all out of him. That was far too much effort for such a small gate. On the contrary, given this was your first attempt, it's incredible that we succeeded at all. Now try synchronizing your breath with mine. Focus on the rhythm of the ethereal flow. Alright. I'm ready. Here we go again. Aha! A larger hollow! Of course, the void side made me proportionately stronger. That's alright, it's probably still gonna be a scrub I can kill easily. Good. Creepy ass motherfucker, but still, it couldn't be that bad. Okay, okay. Pull? All done. And it's been quite a while since I opened a game between worlds like, okay, that was the thing. Where your breath ends, mine begins. Where your ether flows, mine follows. Together! That's enough. Unbelievable! Full attunement so soon. He's got a knack for this, Nuclei. Be ready, Leon. I got this. They're getting fancier looking. What do we got? Okay. Pull. These are fucking freaky. Like talking to an old friend. Yes, that's what it's like. I think I've grasped the principle now. I only need to remember the feeling for next time. I almost feel as if I do remember it. Your ether is familiar somehow. But that's impossible, of course. Is it? Weren't you trapped somewhere very close to the void, or if not, weren't you actually in it? When Albert and you guys fucked up? The Bounty of Hunters, the final quest. Now that Tainer and I are capable of performing the necessary magics, I should like to make an attempt at investigating conditions on the 13th. Might I trouble you to contact Bekla? Sure. Mushy mushy. Leon? Are you there? I hope you've not lost focus on the void problem. I have an exciting breakthrough to share. A work of Porksy-related genius, if I do say so myself. Backlog! Excellent timing. We've made considerable progress as well, and we're ready to open a portal when you are. Well then. Let's say you meet me at Laxon Loft forthwith. It's far enough from any major aetherites as to avoid the sort of ethereal interference that would be a hindrance to our observation of the void. Very well. We will see you at this Laxon Loft anon. Or as soon as I can locate it. He didn't know shit about this world. It's all new to him. I'll lead the way. I too am eager to be one step nearer to our goal. You don't mind that if I think of it as our goal, do you? They have the same eye color and everything. I would be honored. Thank you, Tainer. Excuse me. Just gonna say, please make it, don't hit a wall. Yep. Recreated pretty faithfully, like, you know, from the Eden raids. Except for the actual battle arena. The actual battle arena where you fight the Shadowkeeper is right here. This spot. But it was enclosed, and you could only see that tower from... You could see that tower from inside of it, from that angle. But yeah, it looks very different. And that is where Ardbert and Silva actually fought, not up here. It's just where she wanted to meet me. I can still scarce believe how quickly we've progressed. It's almost as if we've been friends all along. Wonder why. It appears Becklug has yet to arrive. Patience, Anukalai. I know, it's because when you're really close to finishing something, I can totally relate to this. You just want to go ham and get it done quick, and you want things to move fast. I can relate to this because I'm getting really close to the end of this 9-month marathon now. Of course, it could have been less if I had been this dedicated to streaming when I first started it, but I wasn't. I hope you weren't waiting too long. Oh, looking snazzy. What? You didn't think I'd want to see this for myself? The 13th was my home too, if you recall. Oh yeah. I mean, I kind of expected her to be there. I don't know why Leon didn't. Quite. Though, as I explained, we won't be the ones doing the seeing, strictly speaking. This familiar will gather all the information we need, assuming you two can create a hollow for it to pass it. Yeah, send an expendable little porksy. A pig to the slaughter. It's fucked up, I know. That will do nicely. Now fly, my porksy, fly! Well, it's made it in. And something is coming out. Oh, shit. That's not our porksy. What the fuck is that? My, that is an ugly one, isn't it? That's... You don't fucking say. Stand back, boys, I got this. More pressing matters? Yeah, figured. Bring it on, asshole. Full? Follow me. Very sinister looking fellow, that one. Jesus. As I expected, these creatures hardly pose a challenge to you. Maybe don't tell Sarah about how large and horrible that one was, though. We've already come further than I dared hope. I am truly fortunate to have found Tainer. Those two have really taken to each other, haven't they? I suppose they are of a similar age. In some ways, at any rate. Thank you for clearing that up. The Porksy ought to be back any moment now. Though I can't sense it. Odd. Perhaps it's lost? If Leon created an etheric beacon as he did for me, it might find its way back more easily. This is true. That may work. Give it a go. Alright. Here goes nothing. Keep at it. Come to me, Porksy. Aha! A distinctly Porksy-like presence! I see the snout! It made it back! Oh my god, I'm stupid. Alright, there we are! Now close that hollow before anything follows. There. Job well done. Job well done, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, now we gotta analyze what the Porksy found in there. I'm surprised it wasn't devoured by that fucking thing that came out that we killed. I believe it has performed its task thoroughly as instructed. Good, Porksy. With luck, its observations may indeed lead us to a means of driving the darkness from the 13th. However, I will need to review its findings in detail before I can tell you more. And it could take years to deduce a suitable solution. I admit that I am impatient to find a way forward, but I have endured millennia with half as much hope as I have now. If I must wait, then that is what I shall do. Like Leon and your warriors of light, I will persevere until my world is safe once more. That is what a hero does. I think you'll make a good one. You as well. Look at them, they're buddies. If that's the end of the excitement for the time being, we should head back to the Wandering Stairs. Clear out that pall of anxiety Sarah is spreading all over the place. Yeah. Dude, I love her outfit. It's very spiffy. Or like, no, spiffy kind of means formal. Not formal, but like, it's really... what's the word here? Slick, I guess? It's very suave looking. Bismarck over there sleeping. Where did everybody go? Oh. Well, I'll talk to her. No, let me see what she said right now. She changes quick. I did tell Sarek that everyone is fine, but you may need to assure him personally that Tainer hasn't been devoured by a void sense or what have you. Will do. Sarek, he'll be happy to know Tainer and the Nuclei are back in one piece, safe and sound. Ah, you've returned hale and whole. Not that I had any doubt you would, of course. And how did your search of the Hollow go? We may have the information we need to save the 13th. It may be some time, years maybe, until we can be certain, but I will be here for as long as it takes. Sounds like they're setting up something for a future expansion as a potential storyline, isn't it? Even if it's just like side content for a future expansion, but I feel like saving the 13th from its destruction would probably warrant being MSQ. Bringing it back from the darkness that it was. Well, who knows? On that subject, I've been thinking. What's up, dude? Would you be interested in joining us? As a bounty hunter, I mean. Sarah and I hunt down sin eaters and other threats. The first was saved, but it remains far from safe. You could help us protect the people here. I think I would quite like that. Protecting people. If I can do that, then perhaps I will find the strength I need when the time comes. Strength, you say? Sounds like you could use a dwarf with a massive hammer. Oh shit! The homies is here. I may have shared the tale of the 13th with a few other noted hunters. What's up, guys? I know what it feels like to fight for something you've already lost. To need to find a way to make it right. And I know that it's not easy to fight on your own, inconvenient as that little truth may be. Thus, a new team is born! This calls for a toast! Oh, here we go again. Look at her. She's already going in. I don't object, so long as this lot carries their weight. I'm a bounty hunter, not a fuka herder. What the hell is a fuka? This is wholesome. Thank you so much. All of you. I would be honored to fight at your side. Look at this, Ciela. You've come a long way. All of this wouldn't have been possible without you. I shall do my best to justify the faith you have shown in me, and to save my home. Someday, I hope we can visit it together. I look forward to that, buddy. This is all thanks to Ciela. If you ask me, I think she's done quite a lot and come a very long way to making amends for what she did to Arbor and the others. For sure. All done. I'm glad Tainer's made a friend his own age. Bit on the odd side, but aren't we all? Painting like that was nice. It was never easy, even back then, but I missed it. Well, there you go. Might as well check in with everybody. Oh, don't fret so. I've already told Miss Olvara that I'll be in the Crystarium for the time being. The opportunity was just too good to pass up. Think of what we could do with all of us hunters together. Yeah. I mean, you guys showed me back in the Heroes Gauntlet. You guys really pulled through. They're a good lot, the other hunters. They really care about Anukalai and saving that world of his. I'm happy to help however I can. Except for the drinking. Count me out of that. Yeah, we saw how well that went last time. Jesus. Dude was floored from one sip of whatever the hell he drank. He like me, basically. A lightweight. The other hunters aren't half bad at killing stuff, but we need to work on their drinking habits. Who drinks wine with dinner? Plenty of people. What the fuck you talking about? Jesus. Damn, Yacht's got some high standards. Uniqlo? There's doubtless much I can learn from work as a bounty hunter, especially with Tainer as my guide. Yella? At loose ends, are you? You're welcome to loiter about here if you intend to spend some coin while you're at it. Not that I'm not grateful for the business you brought in, mind. The hunters are here even more often now that they're working together, and their accounts never go unsettled for long. They're a pain in the ass to serve, of course, Excuse me. Maybe I'll drop your name next time I need them to behave. Yeah, just tell them I'll set them straight. That'll scare the bejesus out of them. Still, it's nice to feel like something grand is in motion again. Perhaps Ardbert rubbed off on me more than I anticipated. Holy shit, I didn't think we'd get all these new questions. How much have I asked already? I think I've asked about Shadowkeeper, that was herself. She just says the same old thing. Yep. And then the Warriors of Light, she talks about Ardbert again. Right. So the new stuff we have now is Eden and Anukalai. Tell me about Eden. Eden? And what should I know about that? Mitron? You're quite certain? Hmm? And a girl bearing Logger's soul. Thought I sensed something oddly umbral about the Crystarium of late. Ardbert meant to put an end to the whole business, but truth be told, I wouldn't mind retreading old memories a bit. It might be nice to share a pint with the girl. Once she's of age, of course. As a matter of fact, yeah, Gaia is still, you know, I don't think she can drink, neither her nor Reen. Do you think this Gaia would make a good waitress? No? Dang. If she's not old enough to drink, I don't think she's old enough to be a waitress, alright? I don't know, that what a weird question, Cielo. What the fuck? I'm just, like, what? Maybe one day, but not now. What about Anukalai? As I mentioned, we never met in our previous lives. Or should I say, while we were properly alive? This never gets less confusing. Oh, that would explain why she also doesn't age, because just like Anukalai, she's also like just a soul from the 13th without a proper body. In any case, we each fought to protect the 13th, but alone as we were, I can hardly say that I know the details of his efforts. Only the regrets that we shared after. It wasn't too long before we went our separate ways to play our separate parts, yet here we are again. One last chance to walk the noble path together. Or, asking as a question, one last chance to walk the noble path together? Who can say? And how are you? Still tending the bar, cleaning up after drunkards and Gleanard. Okay, that's the same old thing she said before. So she added to it, I think. She said, like, we've seen this before. And then she added this. What's more, with no more imposter walking about deceiving the masses, I'm now free to share the tale in its entirety. To speak the unadulterated truth. Seems I'll remain in my calling as a tavern wench for a while yet. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll excuse me. I have other business to attend to. The adventurer's journey is never over. That's why my diary is called The Unending Journey, right? The adventure never ends. Again, I won't even read the descriptions, they're too spoilery. Since they're meant for you to reminisce on old times, they're written like that, from that perspective. Starts with a level 70. A leveling quest that you can actually do during MSQ, by the way. I could have done this while we were, going after Botham. This first quest, I mean. The rest, no. Word about Kamra. Gossipy dwarf. A new rumor has the dwarves of Kamra in a right tizzy. Hey, buddy. You heard the latest rumor out of Kamra? The strangest find in recent memory, though actual details as to what said find actually is have yet to emerge. If you do happen to come into any juicy tidbits, I'd be keen to hear them. Suspense is killing me here. Okay. Remember, I'm the one who put you on the scent, so if you learn any exciting secrets, you'd best share them with me. It's only fair. Sure. So, we got a tip-off about something weird going on. Way the fuck over there. In Kamra, not Tamra. I think I see it. Another little village over there. We got really close to it, but never actually went there in MSQ. I think this might be one of the only quests from Tamra that actually take you there, too. What's up? No time for you, friend. We've had our hands full with this latest find of ours. Okay, what about you? I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of a new discovery of untold value that only a select few are allowed to see for themselves. That said, there may come a time when I find myself utterly fascinated by that pile of rocks over there and would be completely oblivious to anyone attempting to sneak past. You're a man of the world, ain't you? Don't make me say it plain. Wicked White, how bloody stupid are you? You, the imbecile, give me, the guard, 10,000 gil. Then you, the imbecile, get to walk past me, the guard, and see the amazing find. Got it?
You bastard!
Bribe the guard? Go fuck yourself. Then you do not get to pass. You go away. Good day, sir. Lolly, what in the blazing hells do you think you're doing, man? Ho! Is that any way for a guard to behave? Is it? No, sir. Chief? Sir? No rations for you tonight. Chief! No! Mercy! Mercy! It's not fair, I tell you. A dwarf tolls day in and day out for a pittance only to try and make a little something extra on the side, and what does it get him? Right, well, anyway, bugger off. None may pass without the chief's permission, which I know you haven't got. Oh look, it's the sinner who cost me my dinner. Go hassle the chief if you want to go in, because I sure as hells ain't letting you pass. Wait, don't tell me. I assume you came all this way to put in for the position? Sorry, but it's already been filled. Came all this way for the what now? You know what they say about assumptions. They make an ass out of you and me. Eh? Don't go playing silly buggers with me. The queer ruins we found deep in a cavern through a tunnel over there. The one filled with all kinds of machina? To the point we've started calling it a bloody machina graveyard? Yes, well, we were looking to hire on another guard, but the position's since been filled by that fellow who tried to swindle you a moment ago. So you're out of luck, I'm afraid. But chin up, lad. Your time will come around soon enough. Since you're here and still unemployed, mind delivering a message for me? It's for two younglings in Kamra, Anog and Konog, sister and brother, twins. Fond of wearing white and black. Twin thing, I suppose. Yeah, Alize and Alfina wear red and blue, so you're right. Opposing colors for some reason. The message is as follows. Lolly bleeding ho, this is no place for children to be messing about. Stay far, far, far away, or else. Got it? Simple enough. I do like that they made the fiery one, Alize, wear red. It represents her aggressiveness. And Alfino wears blue, his passiveness. It's good. It works. Would have been quite the curveball if they made him the opposite, right? Can't you see we're in the middle of a very important conversation? Sorry, I have a message. So, you got business with us? I got a message. The chief put you up to this? And you agree? Haven't you got anything better to do with your time? Wait, those garments. That quiet confidence? Those powerful neck muscles sculpted by a lifetime of nodding. God, here we go. This is that sinner everyone's been talking about, sister. He's the guileless fool we've been waiting for. The perfect patsy. Good thinking, brother. Let's get right to it then. You wouldn't happen to be that kindly stranger everyone likes and adores? You are, aren't you? Perhaps you would be willing to do us a teensy little favor? Of course you would. My brother and I are conducting some highly secret research at the moment, but we've hit a dead end. To continue, we need to get our hands on an automaton core. So, I'm to be your patsy? I heard what you guys said, you're not that quiet. Oh, don't be silly. Everyone knows you're the soul of generosity. A sinner who cannot help but render aid to his fellow sinner in their hour of need. Not for fame or fortune or any other reward, but simply for the joy of it. Am I wrong? Leon's like, what? This is another one of those moments where it really doesn't matter what I have to say, isn't it? Now you're on the trolley. God, we get taken advantage of so fucking much.
You bastard!
The core we require is being stored with other sundry materials on the cliffs above us. Once you have it, bring it to my sister. This is why the Dark Knight storyline is timeless. No matter when you choose to do it, it fits. Over here. Oh, those guys don't mind. Wait for the automaton core. Okay. Don't know why I thought it was further. Ah, there's the sinner now! And is that the core I spy in his hot little hands? Hold on a second. You gave him the old lolly bleeding hoe, did you? Hope they took it to heart. Sure. Don't dally, sinner. We need that core for our research. Alright. Here. Automaton core. For use with any number of mining automata, and to further the grand secret designs of two young dwarves. Kids. Or at least it seems to be implied that way, yeah. Brilliant! All we've got to do is sell this for a small fortune, and then we'll be one step closer to seeing our plans for world domination to fruition. Oi, Anna. Lolly nay on the domination hoe. Oh, right. That was a close one, brother. I mean, you already let it slip. Now then, for our next request. Lolly, what in the hells are you two up to, ho? If you're even thinking of taking advantage of this good sinner, I'll tan both your hides and toss you from the top of White Oil Falls. I'll get you gone. Sir, yes, sir. And there they go. Sorry about that. They don't know any better, on account of them being all on their own. No parents. They've lost more than most, you could say. More than anyone ever should. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask. Everyone says you're the soul of generosity. A sinner who cannot help but render aid to his fellow sinner in their hour of need. Not for fame or fortune or any other reward, but simply for the joy of it. Am I wrong? Oh crap, this again. I swear you just repeated nearly word for word what those two... Never mind. We're short a lantern at the dig site. Should be another in the cave just outside of the village. Mind going and fetching it for me? Of course you don't. Once you've got it, bring it... I didn't even answer. Bring it to me back at the dig. Oh, and don't worry. I'll see you compensated for the trouble. Damn it, Leon. This is one of those times where you should have listened to Frey. Steam is shaking his head right now. Oh, I see. Where's the... There it is. There we go. The Durgar Mountains. What does it matter to you if we go through? It's not like it's your find. You have nothing to lose. You really must let us through. It's a matter of the utmost importance. What in the hells are you two on about? There you are. I presume that lantern you're holding is for yours truly? Mining lantern. Like any other lantern, but for use in mines. Hence the distinction. Though it invites the question of whether or not any lantern used in a mine would then automatically be designated a mining lantern, by virtue of its location at said point in time. The real questions. Much obliged. Here, a little something for your trouble. Never let it be said a dwarf of character doesn't pay its debts. Anyway, if we've nothing else to discuss, just let us pass already! We want to see the ruins! Please, 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 please! No, 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 no! It's dangerous and off limits, and even if I were the sort of man who could be bribed, which I'm not, I'd be shocked if you two had anything valuable enough for me to risk my neck looking the other way. Why are you and everyone else so bloody obsessed with trying to get a look at the cavern filled with mysterious mocking anyway? It's just a bloody scrap heap, isn't it? No, no, it's so much more. Based on our research, we have reason to believe that those ruins contain... Hush, sister. How many times must you nearly give the game away? It's supposed to be our secret. Oh, yes, right. It's just so hard sometimes to contain my enthusiasm. Nothing. These ruins contain nothing of value whatsoever. We shall leave you to your affairs, honorable guard, sir, and bid thee farewell. Kids. They're cute, I gotta say. Cute and funny. Honestly, I'm beginning to hope that there really is nothing of value in there, for all the trouble it's causing. But as I was about to say, if we've got nothing else to discuss, then you'd best be on your way. It's dangerous to wander about an active dig, and I don't want anyone getting hurt. Fair enough. Folks ought to keep busy, that's my motto. Idle hands are the Fae's playthings. You're not wrong about that. Wicked White, if you start pestering me like those twins to get inside... I tell you, what's the point of being a guard if you can't profit off of it? Why would anyone ever take this job? Because you got nothing better going on? I mean, if you need money to pay the bills, it's like... Take what you can get, I assume. I mean, why are you there? If you're gonna ask that question, ask yourself. Poked around Karma, did you? Learn anything about that big find? Zip, zilch, nada. Nothing of value. A machine graveyard, eh? Interesting, interesting. This could be the beginning of a great and grand adventure. Or an utterly nonsensical one, though that does have its appeal on occasion, I'll allow. Now this quest only becomes available for, 5.1 and beyond. Well, it becomes available after 5.0, but it was obviously added in 5.1. A scandal in Comra. A certain gossipy dwarf has news that might be of interest to you. Hail, sinner! Have you heard about the string of thefts in Comra? Word has it that they haven't the foggiest who's behind them. Not a clue. They've gotten desperate to find the culprit, I'm told, pointing fingers at any who so much as sneeze in a suspicious fashion. Why, the next thing you know, they'll be blaming their old rivals in Wicked White! They would do that, wouldn't they? Damn those thin-bearded blighters! Listen, Sinner, you go and tell them that if they try to pin this on us, there'll be consequences. The preemptive threat? That always ends well. Damn these people. The preemptive threat. great to experience that view on our way there. What's up, fool? Yes, lolly bleeding. Oh, it's you. My apologies, Sinner. Been under a bit of stress lately and don't really have time to chat. Although, what's up? Perhaps you can help. I know you welcome these sorts of requests for aid, after all. Things have been going missing, you see. At first it was just the old tool here and there, but then the thief began making off with finds from the dig. Valuable finds. If you've got the time, I could use some help in identifying the culprit. I don't like to think of it, but it's likely that the thief is one of our own. Hard to access the site otherwise, and I've investigated most of the unfamiliar faces in town to no avail. I can't very well ask you to stroll up to folks with a lolly-ho. Done any crimes lately? But do have a look round. Perhaps you can find a clue that I've overlooked. I'll take anything at this point, frankly. I can already tell who's behind this. Oh, anything else? If you're wondering why I don't simply lie in wait by the valuables, well, let's just say that if there's one thing I've learned these past few days, it's that I'm not the subtlest tack. I don't intend to let this miscreant run amok, though. I'll be here waiting when you have something to report. Okay. Burnished bracelet. You don't look to have our criminal stuffed in your pack there, but I take it you found some manner of clue? Yeah, I found this. It's a bejeweled bracelet, a polished gem-encrusted accessory that appears rather valuable. Hold on, I think I've seen this before. It belongs to a young lady in the village, if I'm not mistaken. Though I couldn't say how she came by such a valuable trinket. Seeing as regular folk can hardly fail to notice when something jewel-encrusted goes missing, she'll like as not be wondering where it's gone right about now. You'll probably find her in a panic. All the better for getting her to spill her secrets. True. Have a look around the village for any lass who seems out of sorts. That's who you'll want to interrogate, mark my words. Excuse me. Alright. What's up, friend? Glag. Hey? You never seen the inside of a Gog's house before? I reckon you're a mite big to squeeze through the door. Oh yeah, Lalafell's only. There it is. I tried to get that message that triggered last time when we were doing MSQ, but it didn't happen. Oh, I was trying to get on the... That's really cool. Yoshi P's like, make fun of my character choice, will you? Because Yoshi P plays Lalafell exclusively. I don't know what server he plays on. I doubt he lets that information out. But yeah. Or maybe he does, but you know. Thrice-damned, beardless son of a shite-eating pub. Where could my bloody bracelet have gone? I think I found it. This yours, milady? You found it? And you're returning it, too? Well, bugger my beard! Thank you ever so much. It was a gift, and I'd hate to have lost it. Well, there you go. Happy to be of help. A gift from who, you ask? You probably don't know him. He's a guard over at the dig site. I had no idea that sort of job pays so well, but it must. When we met, he was a right bastard where money was concerned. I could hardly get him to pay for my ale. But of late, he's been downright generous. In a much better mood, too. Oh, and so very affectionate. Yes. Okay. Little TMI, just need to know who. Focus on the bracelet? If you insist. I didn't know where he got it, though. We don't do a lot of talking. If you're that curious, you'll have to ask him. He keeps watch over the entrance day and night, so he's not a difficult man to find. The dig site watch's name? It's, You know, I never asked. No, your mind just went elsewhere instead. My mind went to certain places. And I'm like, hey, focus on the damn bracelet, alright? Not here to hear your horny thoughts right now. We'll scream really loudly into your ear. How would you like that, huh? What's going on here? Listen here, if you don't tell us in, if you don't let us in, we'll... Oh, and then that's when he said, we'll scream really loudly in your ear. Trying to tell him off? Come on, let us in! Let us in! Come on! You know you want to. What I want is for you two to bugger off. I'm a watchman, not a stand here while everyone annoys the piss out of me, man. It's good. God, this has just as much filler as the release raids, but I felt it a lot less just because it's actually funny. Don't look now, Anod, but our very dear friend is here. And so very heavily armed, too. Where's this going? I'm sure that I can help settle this little dispute. Whispering right there in front of him. Of all the... Why are you here? As if costing me my dinner weren't enough. Uh-oh, he mad. He's looking at Leon like...
You bastard!
Oh, settle down, Chief. How did I afford a jewel-encrusted bracelet on a watchman's salary? That's none of your concern. Oh, but I have a feeling that the chief will be quite concerned indeed. Doubt my words all you like. I won't be intimidated by the likes of you. Oh, we'll see about that. Crack him like an egg. Go for the beard. Doubt my words all you like. I won't be intimidated by the likes of you. You sure about that? Prick? This proves nothing, you hear me? Nothing! Well, I don't know what you were accusing him of, but I'm absolutely sure he's guilty of it. He fucking ran off. More importantly, he's made off with the key! After him! They will not give up trying to get in there. Trying to make me curious. There they are. They've cornered him. The jig is up. Now hand over the key. This is starting to feel like real work. I got him on the edge of a fucking sheer cliff that won't kill anyone if they fall down that. It's starting to get violent. Ooh! We've got you cornered. But I don't think he's alone, sister. Uh-oh. Don't tell me. He set a trap for us. Oh dear. A hasty retreat does seem to be in order. Just so. What the? Hey!
You bastard!
That's right. Surprise, triplets. What now, balding? I'm gonna get that little shit. Setting assholes to kill me? Alright, let's go. Fuck did he go? There he is. Hey!
Surprise, motherfucker.
Very well, I confess. For once, that actually fit like 100% because he was shocked to see me. Very well, I confess. I did it. Or, we did it. We took turns keeping watch over the others. Or, sorry, keeping watch while the others picked over items from the dig site and sold off whatever seemed valuable. And we would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids. Also you, however old you are. Nice, they took a fucking Scooby-Doo quote. I just wanted to impress her. There's no chance of that now. All I can do is grovel before the chief and hope that he doesn't punish me too harshly. You notice that something shiny and metallic has fallen to the ground. Picking up the glimmering object, you see that it is the very key to the dig site that Anog and Konog were so keen to obtain. What's going on? We've all taken our lesson to heart. No need to worry about us, or to draw your weapon, thank you. You don't want to end up like your friends, huh? Also, our convoluted plan turned out to be just as much work as taking the job seriously in the end, so there's that. The irony. That's case closed then. It's a good job that you showed up. Who knows how long this farce would have continued otherwise. As for you, you won't be getting any dinner tonight, that's for certain. No! Anything but the dinner! To think that I was employing 3 brothers in disguise in this entire time. I doubt I'll be changing my vocation to detective anytime soon. Yeah, so apparently the other 2 that I, fucked up over there were brothers with this guy. On the threshold. By the by, haven't seen Anog and Konog, have you? Usually when they go this long without getting underfoot, it means they're up to something. I'd be grateful if you'd track them down again and send them my way. They're peskier than a pack of pixies, but even so, I'd rather keep them where I can see them. I suppose that is warranted. When 2 loudmouths suddenly go quiet, it's because they're scheming, right?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, they weren't surprised. Damn, thought they would be. Thought they'd be jumpy. Nice work in trouncing those brutes earlier. You're so easy to push around, I'd almost forgotten your vocation.
You bastard!
I mean, I can't argue with him though, can I? That's the watch taken care of, but we never did get that key. You mean this one? You mean to say that you picked it up? And no one's even noticed it's missing? Splendid! I shall open the door and then you may escort us on our foray. After all, everyone knows that the only thing that brings you more joy than being of service to your fellow man is... adventure. Indeed, your adventurous spirit calls you toward ever greater challenges, no matter how staggeringly ill-advised or outright suicidal. Rude, but fair, I suppose. Isn't it just? Hurry along now. There are secrets to be found here, and we'll be the ones to bring them to light. And possibly to market, depending. They finally got their wish of getting in. Maybe we'll even give you a share of the spoils. A small one, mind. Yeah, even though I did all the fucking work. Alright, sure, whatever. I live for adventure, so I'll do it just for that, I guess. Fine, why not? Because there ain't nothing better to do. Locked. Which bodes well for us finding something worth our time within, assuming we can get it open. A moment of truth, then. Holy shit, run! That was easy. The fuck is that? Oh shit. Intruder sighted. Eliminating with extreme prejudice. Did they kill that chick over there? For being an intruder, or what the fuck? It's like they're coming after us next, either way. Those robots have an interesting voice. Sounds familiar. Busted. What have you done? Saved an innocent woman? Is gonna be the excuse, right? Being attacked by robots? Of unfamiliar origin? I don't know. Oh, she's alive. Not a fan of being able to see, I'm guessing. Or is she blind and she's just like covering up her eyes or something for that reason? Like wearing sunglasses. Wicked white. The machine life forms. Machine life forms? What are you talking about? And why didn't you blow up? Why didn't you blow up? You mean you didn't give a fuck? I am number 2P. Call me 2P. The rest can wait. Cut herself off mid-sentence. The machine life forms must be stopped. To do that, we must reach the heart of the ruins. Come. Seems very unfazed by just waking up here out of nowhere. Jesus, she acts like a goddamn robot herself. Konog! Konog! Don't you dare! Oh, they're not listening, are they? How bloody stupid are they? Listen, Sinner. I know we put you to plenty of trouble already, but I need you to stop them before they dig themselves any deeper. At this rate, someone's gonna get hurt. Now I kind of feel responsible because I helped them out with the key. Not a thimble's worth of common sense between the two of them, I tell you. Once they get going... They don't make this easy, do they? These machine whatsits. If we can't unlock it, we'll need to break it down. Thing looks like one of those little robots' faces. Another door. Who needs this many doors? Got more bombs? Sealed per defensive protocols, I believe. What are they gonna do? Protocols, schmotocols. We've got something for this immovable object. Unstoppable force. What are they gonna do? Excuse me. Oh my god. That is gonna be a massive explosion. Look, she already knows. She's standing back. Oh, here we go. Oh, they didn't dive this time. Damn. Whoa! How'd you like that? I'm sure you were told to keep us from getting into trouble or some such nonsense, right? Yeah, by that guy over there. But who took care of those machines? Us! Who got the door open? Us! Who's gonna find out what's in there? Us! Yeah. Sure. Surprised the Digside Chief isn't trying harder to stop them, considering all the trouble he went through trying to stop them before, you know? Story's a bit wonky already, but whatever. Aha! Remind me to save the maniacal laughter for after the dust clears next time. Yeah. That's the means of ingress secured. Onward. Smell that? That gentle scent carried with the draft? That's the smell of secrets. I'm sure it is. Nothing to say about all that? If you won't stop them, at least keep those two from getting themselves killed. Got enough problems without adding funeral arrangements. He seems to have gotten really complacent now, suddenly. Here's a little orb. Glowing our way. How's the lock on the door? Alright. Whatever. Enters a copy factory. Anog and Konog's explosive efforts have at last opened the path from Kamra's excavation tunnels into an expanse of enigmatic ruins. But if the equally enigmatic 2P is to be believed, it will not be the inert and rusting relics of a long-dead civilization that await within, but life unlike any this world has ever seen. Well, let's check it out. We're gonna need 23 other motherfuckers to help us on this, though. Just have that feeling. Time to call up the homies. Ring them up on the celly. I'm sorry, the Link Pro. Boy, bloody hell, mate. I need your help with the what's it. Give me 1 second. Well, actually, I mean, we're back in wait mode. A few times again. So we might as well just, you know, chill and listen to some music like we did before. What else are we gonna do? At least right now things are a little bit more chill. I think every Eden raid was like... shit was going south. Constantly. You know, there was always a hyped up music and... there was a sense of urgency, there we go. There was a sense of urgency. Now it's like, it's whatever. For now, anyway. Let's see what we got.